So, before you make your choice of the particular person you want to collect money points or any company's POS from, there are things you need to consider. One, is the person actually working with that company? Exactly, because as long as point of sale services is concerned, there are definitely sometimes you will make some mistake, either your own personal mistake or mistake from the bank that you're doing the transaction from, or the bank that is receiving the money you're transferring. Do you understand? So, one, if the person is working with the company actually, so that if you reach out to the person will be able to help you resolve the issue. That is one. Two, if the person is accessible. Do you understand? If the person is accessible, has is accessible through the social media platforms, okay, and is always active, okay. Both you can easily call the person on phone. Do you understand? Yes, it's true that offices are necessary. Yes, it is true they are necessary, but you know they are not always the main thing, the main focus. Yes, exactly, because there are sometimes money point offices is almost everywhere. Do you understand? But you need to get someone you can always reach out to anytime, any day. Someone that understands the value of support. Do you understand? Exactly. The person must be active on WhatsApp, must be active on phone calls. At least the person should have at least two different mobile contacts. Okay? Yes. And it's not actually the person having two mobile contacts, but at least let the contacts be accessible. Do you understand? Exactly. Then, if the person has a good support system, you understand, most times the person alone serving as the support is not always very good. Do you understand? Because there's every tendency by the time the more number of people the person is giving POS expands. You understand? The messages, the complaints might literally increase, and the person, if it is only the person that is attending to issues, the person will literally be tired. You understand? With time. Exactly. So the person should literally, you should be able to confirm if the person has other support around to help him to tackle some issues. Do you understand? Yes. Then another thing, if the person is reliable, exactly, at least you make inquiries of the costs. Okay, you make inquiries of the cost of the device you want to get, probably from someone who is around you. Okay, yes, you make inquiries from the person. Okay, then another thing, if the person you're meeting, you understand, says he or she is getting it from another person. Do you understand? Probably the person is the manager. Do you know what you need to do? You need to tell the person to help you with the person's phone number. Now, confirm from the person if the person actually knows this person. At worst, you just tip the person, then communicate the person directly. Do you understand? Communicate the person directly. If the person confirms that the cost of the device is the actual cost, then you can go ahead. You understand? Most times, people who are working with the main member of the staff of the company, they used to manipulate or compromise on the cost of the product. Do you understand? Exactly. So that is another thing. Then another thing, you need to confirm if the person has an ID card. Like this, I'm a member of staff with Money Point, and this is the ID card. Do you understand? Yes, there's every tendency that someone might be working with the company, but have not gotten the ID card. Probably the person is a new person, or the person have not reason to understand that there's necessity to have an ID card. And this person that doesn't literally understand the necessity of having an ID card, you understand, will not still think far to help you to resolve your issues. There might be some issues you will bring up to the person. The person doesn't even have idea, or at worst, the person will just stop picking your calls. You understand? Exactly. And you should also try to relate with someone who is not easily bittered, who is not easily angry, because sometimes there might be sometimes you self you want to be very mad at the person. You understand? But it's not, if it is someone that doesn't literally understand, you understand, you will have an issue getting device from the person. Exactly. Then experience is very, very essential, because this person will be the one explaining, trying to let you understand the product and how those products the company have, how they operate, and how to assess them. Do you understand? So if the person is not experienced, is not enlightened in the company's product, how will you know? How will you know how to apply them? Do you understand? No matter the state the person is coming from, is very, very essential you meet with someone who is experienced. Do you understand? Probably experienced that must have worked with other companies. Do you understand? At least the person will be able to give you a more grounded view of how these companies they work, and the best one you should always go for to help you achieve that particular aim you want in your company's product. Exactly. And another thing, try to confirm that the person is not a hungry person. Do you understand? Yes, because if you come in contact, there might be some time if you come in contact with people who are hungry. Do you understand? Who are probably they've not really made some things. You understand? There might be some time the person might, if the person doesn't have good discipline, there might be some time the person might want to thief from what you have. Yes, because there are some accesses the person will literally have towards your account. Exactly. There are some access. It's true that the security from these platforms have literally increased. The face verification, the fingerprint access, you understand? But there are still some access this person can have towards your account. Exactly. So the earlier you consider this, the better for you. Exactly. Should in case you need a device, money point specifically from any state you are currently, any state in Nigeria, even though you are outside the country, you have some Nigerian brothers you are serving in that area, probably in the bills payments or in cash in cash out. You understand? You can reach out to me. My numbers are 08125131516, 08125131516. If you're seeing this video on YouTube, I may not probably drop the number on the description, on the caption of this video. Yes, I will be dropping it in the description of the video, because that's what I've noticed recently. YouTube, they have been canceling, they have been removing some of my videos that I imputed my phone number in, as so that people can always easily reach me. Do you understand? Yeah. So that number I called now is my official number with Money Point. Exactly. Then my other number is 070-382-94174. You understand? Yeah. So anywhere you see SJ Scroll Services, SJ, S for cent, J for James, then scrolls of things, then services. There is space after the SJ scroll, there is space before the services. Anywhere you see it, you know it is my company. Exactly. If you see SJ Scrolls TV, you know it is my company. If you see SJ Scroll Services, you know it's my company. Do you understand? Yes, it's my company. Not that I'm an affiliate, it's my company. No other person is answering that next. So anywhere you type it and you see things are about it, SJ Scroll Services, and make sure that the spelling is like this: SJ Scrolls, SJSCROLL, then services, SERVICES, SJ Scrolls. SJ scroll, that scroll has S at the end, not X, so not this X, not this X, it's this S. You understand? That's the S. Yes. Then after the SJ scrolls, there is services, and the services also ends with S. Those are my contacts. You can always reach me anywhere, any day. And from time to time, I used to do Facebook live videos. You understand? So you always have different means of reaching me. Do you understand? Exactly. And as long as fintech is concerned, I've worked with several companies. When I mean several companies, I mean several companies. I work with Bazi, I've worked with Lotus, I've worked with Naira Point by Horizon Pay, I've worked with Flutterwave, I've worked with Now, I've worked with Keeper Pay, I've worked with Opay, I've worked with Pampay, I've worked with Money Point, yes, which is the company I'm currently working with. I've also worked with Fair Money. Exactly. Yes. So those companies are just special now, are companies I've worked with. Yes. So when it comes to experience, you're covered. Exactly. Have a blissful day.